How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
This has been quite the wild ride lately, hasn't it? I thought it would get wild, during the whole pandemic thing, but things really started to kick up over the past few months, especially with Magic 30, and then now with all this D&D stuff, and the fact that it was just like a 1-2 punch of it all happening. It's very funny. For those who may be watching me for the first time, hello. I've been one of Magic's biggest critics for the past 5, 6, or 7 years, even though I'm not really all that active on my YouTube channel. However, if you look up my name on Reddit, you'll see I'm very active in r/free magic, and I just bitch and moan about Wizards of the Coast all the time. I love Magic the Gathering, can't stand Wizards. A lot of people have been placing the blame on Hasbro for a long time, but I've always been more of a critic of Wizards of the Coast the entire time. Not to say that, they're exempt from like the Nuremberg defense to go on an extreme, obviously not making that kind of comparison here, but them just doing their job, no. No, Wizards of the Coast made Magic the Gathering, and it's their responsibility to maintain the integrity of it. And they have not maintained the integrity of Magic the Gathering for at least 5 years, 10 years, probably ever since Hasbro acquired them in the first place, really. That's where things really started to take a downward spiral, but it was very incremental, very slowly, right? But it's just really ramped up as, what the biggest watershed moment in all of this starting to capitulate and fall apart was when Hasbro said that Magic the Gathering was the moneymaker for the company. Was that in 2021, 2022? I don't know. Time is a construct, but fact of the matter is that ever since Hasbro admitted that, Magic the Gathering and D&D is kind of what's keeping the company afloat, and they've turned it into a workhorse, they've made the game worse. Considerably worse, it seems like with every second passing, as we drown in the constant cacophony that is spoiler season that we've been undergoing since at least Guilds of Ravnica, and that was about 3 years ago. It's just been a deluge of spoilers and just product and just buy secret layers, new secret layer alert, new secret layer alert. Just insane amounts of cards. From one perspective, that's actually a really cool thing because it makes me feel like I'm a kid again, and I'm like, ooh, what's this new cool card? I've never seen it before, and then I look and I see it came out 2 years ago, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, but also at the same time, this is kind of cool and nostalgic, but also at the same time, it's symptomatic of a greater issue, and that's an issue of avarice. Greed. There's no other way to put it. Every other franchise that... Okay, here's the thing. As a millennial, I'm speaking to other fellow millennials here because it's been a common thread or theme or joke. I'm going to put it at the beginning of the video of Red Letter Media Scene saying, how does it feel watching all of your favorite franchises go down in flames? It was only a matter of time before it finally hit Magic, because the issue is that because Magic is part of a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate like Hasbro, they're going to become the whipping boy. Or the horse, or whatever. I don't know. I can't think of the correct words right now, but they're just using the absolute hell out of Magic the Gathering to make as much money as possible, okay? A toy company that caters to children, but their main audience is not children. It's not us. It's shareholders. They have to maintain a profit for shareholders. So they have to be more and more aggressive as years go on. So they have to make more profit. And hey, guess what? Magic the Gathering is a free money-making machine, right? You just make a whole bunch of cool cards, and then you have this weird infrastructural system where probably insider trading goes on. But even then, it doesn't matter anymore now that they have secret layer cards. No, it was done. As soon as secret layers started coming out, like, there was too much momentum. Right? We were too lost in the sauce. We got high off of Wizard's supply. They got high off of their own supply with secret layers. Selling direct to consumers, forsaking competitive Magic over a very slow and painful and agonizing death as it moved over into MTG Arena play. And then now, like, we're almost just seeing MTG Arena. You know what MTG Arena reminds me a lot of right now is Apex Legends. I mean, the difference with Apex and this game is that Apex is barely holding on by a thread because it runs on the Source engine, which was made 20 years ago. But MTG Arena it's a money-making machine. They don't really update good features into the game. They just update new ways to spend money. And people are getting tired of spending money. You know, there's a reason why I stopped making Magic the Gathering videos that are critical of this game, because I felt like I was just talking to no one that really cared enough to do anything about it. You can say, oh, I'm going to stop buying cards, you know, vote with your wallet, vote with your wallet. Yeah. At this point, yes, vote with your wallet could actually mean something. You know, now that enough people are pissed off in both Magic the Gathering and D&D, yeah, no. It's much more of a difference than it was me making the videos 5 years ago saying vote with your wallet, because I was just some schmuck with a small channel and it felt exhausting talking to what is a brick wall. However, now I'm really glad to see that the tides have changed, that a lot of people have just kind of are fed up with this. And it might also be a culmination of everything else going on with our society and inflation going through the roof and people not being able to afford paying rent and groceries and taking care of their babies, you know, and watching their parents not be able to retire, you know. People only have so much patience. So when they see stuff, especially like with Wizards of the Coast, which is supposed to provide an outlet for people to be distracted with, you know, when I come home, I don't want to think about all the bullshit that I have to deal with at work or traffic that's pissing me off. I want to play Magic, okay? And then they just do this. They're like, oh, yeah, you like playing Magic? How about you just keep buying cards over and over and over and over? Oh, I don't even know where I'm going with this ramble. I'm just rambling for the sake of it, mostly because I'm nostalgic of my old school rambling. What do you guys think, honestly? I know not a whole lot of people are going to watch this video. I've had a track record, mainly because I don't pay attention to this channel, but maybe a couple hundred views if I'm lucky. But to those who actually love and care about the game, let me know what you think. I love and care so deeply about Magic the Gathering. I was going to... Here, it's a Necron Commander deck. Here. Imhotep the Stormlord. I still buy cards. I fucking hate Hasbro and Wizards. I'm such a hypocrite because I love Magic the Gathering. I have all 4 of the Warhammer Commander decks on top of this custom Necron Commander deck that I made. I'm keeping those as a battle chest because I just love the game so much. I bought a box of the Brothers War. I bought a box of Neon Dynasty. Like, I love this game. And I think they've been putting out good products recently. But they bite off way more than they can chew, and they take advantage of their consumers to such an extent that nobody really cares anymore. I think this sentiment is being shared among so many people that are just saying, fuck you, Wizards of the Coast. Fuck you, Hasbro. I'm personally saying fuck you, Wizards of the Coast, more. Okay, I know there's good people there that really just care about making a good game. That's all they care about, okay? That's fine. But you are still responsible for the future of the game that you work on, right? You are the last line of defense when it comes to the integrity of the game. And if you're allowing Hasbro to exploit you and exploit your passion that you've been building for 30 years, then shame on you. Shame on you. That's all I have to say. Anyways, comment, like, subscribe, what the fuck ever. Bye.